In a couple of days, I'm going to get rid of something that I've had for quite some time now, and I'm not sure how I'm going to react to it, but I'm very excited. And if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you already know what I'm talking about, but I am going to be cutting off most of my hair. And I thought that I would take you along with me so that I can show you what it's like to get a haircut in Portugal and how that experience goes. So I hope you enjoy it. So here's my hair length now. As you can see, this is actually the longest my hair has ever been. When I first moved to Portugal, I was really nervous about getting my hair cut in a foreign language or where to find a right salon. Like in general, I find it a really stressful thing to find a new hairstylist, even when I was back at home in Texas, where I'm from. But doing this in another country brings it to a whole nother level. So yeah, I avoided getting my hair cut a lot when I first moved here. So I think in the first year that I lived here, I got my hair cut. I think when I visited home, I got it cut there because I just chickened out to do it in Portugal. And then I got my hair cut in Portugal at a really small like neighborhood salon, and it was fine, but I didn't really get what I wanted because I was too afraid to ask for what I wanted. So I basically just asked if they could like trim the bottom of my hair. The hairstylist that I had didn't speak any English, and she just like showed me how much she was gonna take off, and I said that's fine, and everything was more or less okay. It was a €8 haircut, and during the process of washing or cutting my hair, I guess she used some kind of cream, and that she charged me an extra €4 for, so the haircut was €12. And I know this is a super cheap haircut and it's not that much money to make a big deal over, but at the time I was thinking like, you probably should have asked me before you just put a product in my hair and then charged me for it. And maybe that's just a cultural thing, because in the States I feel like I don't think that's ever happened to me, where somebody just like added a service without telling me and then just expected me to pay for it at the end. So that was a little off-putting, and I decided not to go back to that salon. But come to find out, after talking to some friends, it's actually really common for a hairstylist to put some kind of cream or product in your hair and charge you for it. To be completely fair, my hair felt amazing. It was really soft. So I didn't make a big deal about it when I left, but I do just prefer that it's discussed. But maybe it also was just the language barrier, and she wasn't sure if I would understand if she even asked, and so who knows what that was about. But yeah, it was a little bit stressful for me. And then another thing was tipping. So in the States, I'm used to tipping like 20% on a haircut, give or take, depending on the stylist. But here, people don't tip as much. And I was told by my friends, and also saw online from other people, that if I wanted to tip my hairstylist, I could tip her like €1 or €2. So I guess that's a good amount. I still don't really know. I didn't end up tipping that hairstylist because she did something I didn't really want done to my hair and charged me 50% more of the haircut that the price that was quoted. And another thing to know about haircuts is usually there's like court and then there's brushing, so cut and then styling. And I just got the cut, so that was €8. I don't remember how much it was to style, but that was the only time I got my hair cut. Since then, I've basically just been letting my hair grow out, and I've been trimming it at home with my boyfriend's razor, just cutting off the bottom. I watched some YouTube videos on how to cut my hair. Obviously, it doesn't look very professional, but it's getting the job done when I was in lockdown and nobody saw my hair anyway, and now it's time to cut it off. But we'll see how I feel on Friday. So today is the day of my haircut. I'm just going to get ready and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so this is one of the last looks of this long hair. It's all going. I'm having like just a little bit of nerves, but I still really want to do this. I'm just worried that after I cut my hair, I'm gonna like run my fingers through it or something and there's gonna be nothing there. So yeah, and I'm a little worried about, like they said, when I talked to the salon, I said I wanted to be able to speak in English so that I can express how I want my hair done, because I'm actually going to be donating the hair that I cut off, and I just want to make sure that it's done right because there's some specific rules on how to donate your hair. And they told me that none of the stylists there speak English, but they have an assistant that speaks English, and she's going to help translate. So let's hope that goes well. But I'm a little bit nervous about that, and I'm just a little bit nervous that they're not going to cut my hair like high enough. I want to get as much of my hair as possible like cut off so that like the donation can be a longer piece of hair, but obviously, you know, the stylist needs to leave some room to then do the haircut, and I'm just worried they're going to leave like too much room and that could have been donated. So we'll see how that goes. So I arrived to Lisbon. As you can see, it's a very sunny day. So let's go find the hair salon. So this is a photo of the salon I went to. It's called Pandora, and it's in Campo Pequeno in Lisbon. It was recommended to me by a friend. And here's a picture of my hair before the haircut. And here's a video of the hairstylist cutting my hair. As you could see in one of the before pictures, my hair was tied up at the place we're gonna cut it. And it just took a little bit of time to cut through that whole ponytail. It felt super weird to have that much hair being cut off in that way, but very freeing at the end. And this is my hair after, so a picture of me with the amount of hair I cut off, and also a picture from the back. And then just to give you an idea for how good you think they did the haircut, so this is what I asked for, and then this is what I got. Personally, I think the cut looks very similar to the photo, and I was really pleased with the cut. Obviously, the styling is a little bit curlier, but I think it's super cute. So I did it. I cut my hair. I'm feeling a little bit weird because this is the shortest that I've ever had my hair. But it definitely feels nice to cut all that hair off and not have to worry about it anymore. And I think everything went pretty well. So when I got into the hair salon, I started talking in Portuguese, and I explained that I don't feel comfortable with my Portuguese. When I first called to make the appointment, I made sure that there was somebody there to speak in English, so they have an assistant that speaks in English, and she was there, so in case I got stuck with my Portuguese, we could figure out how to translate something. But honestly, it wasn't that hard, and I mean, I was still really nervous, and I mean, I'll have to get used to it and style it on my own at my house so that I can like really see my hair. But because whenever I get my hair cut in a salon, I never really feel like I can get a good look at it when I'm at the salon. I have to go home and see it in my own light and play with it and see how it is. But I'm very happy with the way it came out. Very excited to play with shorter hair. So basically, I walked into the hair salon. I explained that I was there for my appointment, and the stylists greeted me. They put me in like a robe, kind of, and then we discussed my hair. I told them that I wanted to donate it. I had already told them that on the phone, but just reminded them. She was really nice about the whole thing. She made it really fun, and she talked through the whole thing before cutting it. She let me say everything I wanted to, or at least as much as I could in Portuguese, and I felt okay. As I mentioned before, I've been studying European Portuguese for about 4 years, so I feel like I should be able to communicate in a hair salon, but of course there's like really specific vocabulary that I may not know, and I still don't feel comfortable with like more advanced speaking. Like, we're talking about how we might cut my hair, like all these like maybe would happen things. It's a very complicated verb tense, so yeah, I'm not super comfortable with that, but I think we communicated just fine. And then we went ahead and cut the hair off, and with that I was able to donate actually almost 14 inches of hair, so I'm super excited about that. So then after we took the big chop, she washed my hair. I think she put some products in it. I'll show you my receipt for everything at the end, but yeah, pretty normal. Washed my hair, and then we sat down and we started doing the haircut. So she evened everything out, and then she made some layers in it, and then we blow dried it. She let me check like 2 or 3 times as we went through the cut, so she was really courteous about making sure that I got what I wanted, and I really appreciated that. We chatted a little bit, and for me that's like a huge win to talk to a stranger in Portuguese, explain a haircut. So this was like a huge win, and I just want to say, like, if you're studying Portuguese, that you can do this. It takes a long time, but you can do it. And if you want the resources that I've used to learn Portuguese, go ahead and check out my previous video on my go-to Portuguese resources. Those are all great, but also it's stuff like this, just getting out there and talking to people when you're out at a cafe. If you're gutsy enough to do a haircut, as I mentioned, this isn't the first time I've tried to do this, and the first time was about 2 years ago, and like a year and a half ago, and I was not as comfortable with my Portuguese as I am now. So over time, you can get better. Yeah, and then after she blow dried my hair, and then she styled it, so I wanted like a soft wave, and it's a little bit more on the curly side, but I still think it looks super cute. And then I did ask if she could recommend some products, because I still am not very familiar with the brands for like nicer shampoos, like salon quality shampoos and conditioners, and I just needed some heat protectant, and because the one I have is from the States, and I really want to start getting familiar with the products here. So she was able to recommend some of those. So I have the receipt right here. It was, for the shampoo, it was 21 euros 50. For the conditioner, it was 26 euros 80. The heat protectant was 28 euros 90. And then for the haircut and the styling together, it was 32 euros 55. And then there's I guess she did a special shampoo, and that was 5 euros 25. And then there's something on here called Spumas ou Bleach, and I have no idea what that is, but that was 6 euros 50 for a total of 121 euros 50. And I tipped her 2 euros, and whenever we were checked out, I always stress over how to tip, because I just feel like it's such a weird thing here, since it's not expected and very much part of the procedure. But basically, after she recommended me the products, they rang me up at the cash register, and then I said something like, "May I leave a small tip?" They said, "Yeah, sure," and then I left the tip at the desk, and then I walked out of there. So, done. Definitely possible. Definitely conquered it today, and I think this is probably the most dramatic haircut I've ever had. So I feel comfortable getting any haircut now. So sometimes you just gotta like rip the band-aid. So thanks for going on this haircut journey with me. If you have any questions about getting your haircut in Portugal or donating your hair from Portugal, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for notifications to get notified when there are new videos, and give this video a like. This helps YouTube know that you like my content and helps share it with other people who might find it helpful. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Ciao!